Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Pretty much, I was gonna do a video about people stuffing their face because I don't know, random shit to react to, right? But today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. And it's a problem that's pretty much been stirring in the pot for about almost 2.5 weeks now. It's a problem that is very fucking annoying. Is it a world-ending problem? Not really. But this shit should probably be addressed. I'm joined by my friend Jared. I don't know, you guys remember him. I did the reveals and stuff. I also did summons with him and stuff like that. But let me explain today's problem. Pretty much, I do Dragon Ball Legends videos now. I'm kind of dipping my feet into those waters right now. And I enjoy it. I fairly enjoy it. But Dragon Ball Legends is a mobile game, and with a mobile game, you get a vertical screen, and with a vertical screen, it doesn't cover the full landscape version of, well, an average YouTube video. So, what you have to do is pretty much put a layout of something to cover those black bars on the side. Some people like to keep it, but most people like to put a layout. Kind of like how I did in my other videos. If you guys haven't seen, I put 2 pictures of my favorite characters and put my name on it, right? Very simple. But there are people out there in the Dragon Ball Legends community who actually are very good at making these certain layouts and actually have special techniques and stuff that they do to make the layouts look a lot better than the average person sticking 2 fucking photos and a random, text. So, the problem we have is that we met some dude who pretty much was going to do one of those layouts, and I was supposed to receive one probably like a week and a half ago, and I never got it. And it actually turned out that Jared, the guy who was messaging him for me, because I didn't know who we were actually messaging him, Jared knew, not me. He was pretty much just telling me, hey, I met this guy, he seems pretty cool, he said he'll do a free layout for you, what characters you want. I told him my characters, the guy said okay, blah blah blah. Come to find out, Jared got blocked after 2 weeks, damn near 2.5 weeks of waiting. We have video evidence of the messages. We have evidence of him getting blocked. We have all that shit covered. Like, I'm talking about on this channel, we have our evidence. Jared's also joining me. He's gonna explain his side of the story because he was the one who actually who was messaging him and who was talking to him and getting all this pretty much sorted out. So you can speak whenever you want. The stage is yours. Go ahead, explain your story.
So we'll start from the beginning. I'll pull up the dates. May 18th, 2021. I hit up the guy. I'm like, hey, can I get a free overlay? Is it possible? He goes, yeah, it's possible. Can I add this name, which was Pedro's name, Pedro on purpose? Can I have these 2 characters, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Beerus, God of Destruction Beerus? And he goes, sure, that's fine. I got the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta part, got the Beerus part. I asked him, can we do you have any, do you need anything? He goes, yeah, is it possible for you to find some Beerus renders on the internet? I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and look. And I look, send him a couple ones. He's like, okay, that one comes out bad when you put it into the actual thing. He goes, find another one. I'm like, okay, I'll find another one. I sent him another one. He says, yeah, I was looking at this one too in particular. He said, it comes out fire. And he proceeds to change the render of Beerus. I was like, okay, it still looks good. It's fire. And then, what date is it right now at this point? I think it's the 27th now. So fast forward a week and 2 days. He changed the render, and he says the file got corrupt. In my head, I'm like, bro, there's no way. And he goes, never mind, I saved it a couple minutes later. I'm like, thanks, bro. Thank gosh it didn't get corrupted. And then I say, whenever the final result is ready, let me know. May 27th, keep that in mind. He goes, alright. Eventually it'll be done. That following Saturday, May 29th, 2:10 a.m. Was up at the time. Was doing things. Don't worry about that. I hit him up. I'm like, yo, just checking in. I know it's really late as I'm telling you this. When do you think the layout will be finished? He goes, I don't know. I'm trying, LMAO. I go, alright. Just wondering, because the anniversary is starting soon. By the way, Dragon Ball Legends did hit its 3rd anniversary. So, characters, all that things come out. Events, content, whatever. He goes, yeah, I know, I understand, LOL. I texted him yesterday, 3:14 p.m. yesterday. Any updates, bro? My words with a question mark. He goes, text UNH. About an hour and 40 minutes later, 4:50 p.m. Go SO, so with a question mark. And I proceed to tell him, because you've been posting other layouts and stuff, and I'm just wondering where mine is. He was like, this is prepare for the most bullshit, biggest bullshit you're about to hear. There was like a lot of people who like asked for Annie stuff before I put out that tweet. Annie got announced, reveals and stuff was May 29th, that same day I texted him. So I've been stuck doing all the shit for them. That's the next answer he gives me. Then he said, also, the Beerus keeps on resetting. I don't know why. Try to get it to you, but I'm like completely swamped right now, LOL. And I go, okay, I understand. I just wanted an update whenever you can get it done. And then exclamation point to, maybe possibly get him hyped to do it. Today, around 6 p.m, like, okay, let's see what Twitter's doing. My DMs to see if he texted me or anything. I check. It says you can no longer send direct messages to this person. I'm like, huh, that's kind of weird. Maybe he turned off his DMs to prevent more people from asking, Maybe he's a little stressed, things are happening, I don't know. And then I check his profile. I search it up. It says I was blocked. Honestly, I'm not mad about him not giving me my thing, my layout. I know Pedro is mad for not getting what this guy said he was gonna do. We lost 2.5 weeks of my time. So did Pedro, because Pedro was promised something, didn't receive it. Pedro also lost 2.5 weeks of his time because he was busy waiting. I'm really mad about the 2.5 weeks I lost. Pedro's also really mad about the 2.5 weeks he lost waiting. I could have been doing other things, but instead, I was trying to get something that I promised for my friend Pedro. I really did I really did want Pedro to get something out of this. I really wanted him to. I even asked him prior to the guy. We were playing some video games. It's like, hey, have anything in mind? This guy will do it for you. But sure. Give me these 2 characters, go crazy. And then, nothing. It was May 18th. That was 2 weeks ago. Never put your trust into somebody who hasn't worked for somebody well known. In the Dragon Ball Legends community, we have a couple YouTubers named Uden, Goresh, Dakuba, Nanogenics, Rhymestyle. Right? They have overlays, people who do work for them. Editors, thumbnail creators, layout creators, all that kind of stuff, right? So, if you're going to ask somebody, make sure you do your research. Ask your friends, ask other people, see if they have proof of this person being able to actually deliver what they promised, and other things like that. Just make sure, please do your research. Don't make the same mistake I did. Bro, your work isn't bad. Actually, very high quality. Pedro could show some.
Yeah, I got him up right now.
Like, his work is good. I'm gonna prop him for that. I like your work, bro. Just please don't do this to anybody else.
Like, all in all, man, this guy's work is good. He does good work, His art's nice, stuff like that. I'm just pissed that I didn't get what I was supposed to get. I'm also pissed, obviously, about the 2 weeks loss. I'm just pretty much saying that, bruh, if you see this shit, and even if you don't see this shit, if somebody else sees this shit, and you find this dude on Twitter, and you want to get a layout from him, because, again, he does good work, just don't always expect that he's gonna deliver. But yeah, I mean, fuck, man. Like, I waited a while. This dude was like posting other layouts and shit like that. Like, this is fucking May 29th, and he's talking about another free to use layout and stuff like that. And we texted him May 18th. This is 11 days after we already like sent him what we wanted and stuff like that. So like this man is like 2.5 weeks behind, and then he was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just block you and stuff like that. Like, come on, bro. Ain't nothing I can do. I put this out there kind of as a rant, pretty much saying, you know, if you see this dude, don't always expect to get what you want. I mean, again,
We're
it's
also
not
spreading awareness.
pretty much. It's not like he never, obviously he did something for this guy. It's not like he never does his work. Obviously, you can tell that he does edit stuff, he does do thumbnails, he does all this shit, right? This shit was gonna be for my channel. This shit was gonna be for me. And in the messages, I was trying to be pretty much as nice as possible and pretty much telling Jared that let him do whatever he wants. I'm sure he's gonna nail it, because Jared did send me, you know, pictures of some of his past work and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, this guy looks good. You know what? Let him do whatever he wants. I just tell him that I want these 2 characters, and that's it. And we were trying to be nice. We were trying to be like, you know, pretty much not bugging him about it. But then almost 2.5 weeks come by, a week passes by, blah blah blah, and we're like, hey, you know, where's our shit, right? Like, where's our fucking thing that you said you were gonna give us? And then the excuses start coming in, and then blah 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 starts passing, and it was pretty much like, bruh, if you're gonna tell us that you're gonna do something, and then you hold us like, you pretty much like put us on a leash for like 2.5 weeks and say, yeah, I'm gonna do it, yeah, I'm gonna do it, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And eventually to the point where you just fucking just block us and just completely just throw us into the darkness, and that was it. That just cut it off like that was fucked up. Like, again, you could have just said, hey, this certain character isn't working right, is there another character you want? Or hey, this, for some reason, I can't do it anymore, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. Not instead of just straight out just blocking us. You could have just said, I don't want to do it, I can't do it. That tweet was posted on May fucking 18th. Like, this was not 3 days ago when we asked him. Like, this is like 15, 16 days, right, of waiting for this one fucking thing. And at first, he was working on it, blah, 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 blah. And then more time comes, he slowly just becomes more distant and starts working on it less, probably, to the point where he just scrapped the whole fucking thing.